Hello, welcome to today's back testing. We had, let's just look at gold as to what gold has done throughout this week. Taking up from this structure right here, you have minor structure move up. I keep referring this to as minor structure because minor structure can easily be broken. I believe this is like a pullback structure to go and form um a lower high because this is ultimately in a downtrend. We will know when price gets to this this trend line right here. This trend line has become a very key interest level in this. But for now, right, manual structure fib is playing out. It played out, yes, it has been playing out throughout the week, right? So I put my fib right here, point A to point B, and then it hits TP1. TP1 is exactly that supply zone that I've been talking about that I'm watching for price to get to. One thing I'm going to say is that even though that was my area of interest, it's still an area of interest because it's an area where we have supply. I can look at price again and then see if that area is valid enough or price would like to push in more. So I think this is I'm looking at this as a better area of interest. So I'm going to remove this right now. Because when price got here, we still had a lot of bullish momentum. I mean, it will only take me that to make a rookie mistake and sell it up at that point because we had lots of bullish momentum. There is nothing bearish in this area. And I did mention that is it that when price comes here, we have a validation or you have an invalidation or break where you have supply turn to demand, which is what we had here. So currently price is pushing up in an ascending pattern. I put this minor structure trend line right here, and there was no break to retest that trend line. Price respected it in a way and pushed up. So let's study this zone right here. Let me put that here. How could you have taken advantage of this particular zone, right? Now, since it's 15 minutes and it's a consolidation, inside a consolidation, in the course, I talked about how to trade inside a consolidation, which is going down to the lower time frame. Now, since this is happening on 15 minutes, I go down to the 3 minutes time frame, right? And then let's see what price did. As soon as we had this consolidation here, I like to see more. We have this bullish momentum series of candlesticks. Now, it is important. I think I'm going to have to do a class on or a series of videos on candlesticks. Candlesticks, Japanese candlesticks is like the language of the market. What is price saying? That's what you want to know. What is price saying? So it's not it's not so far-fetched that we are going to look out for Japanese candlesticks, right? So we had this is like a minor support around here. You had exhaustion, but what validated that entire move, this is you have this candlestick variation here, which is a bullish variation, and then price pushed up. Price pushed up, retesting this area with weak exhaustion. So an entry could have been in this level. Of course, it's quite risky because you are watching out for, you are inside like a supply zone. You are in a supply zone, so you are not so confident, but you could have taken advantage of this. I didn't, um, mainly because I wasn't trading in that consolidation, but that's 100 pips right then. Then we had a pullback. What sponsored this pullback? You have this minor structural divergence here, and you had bearish candlestick. This could have been your move right here. I think this is like 60 pips or so. 46 pips that push down, and that pushing down. Listen, you can trade anywhere from anything as long as you know where you are in the market, you know where to get in and you know where to get out, period. Um, period. You know where to get in and where to get out. So we had this higher low right here that pushed up, which is a continuation of that trend, and then price immediately came back all the way down. Then price created this double, triple pattern, inverse head and shoulder, or let's say this is not inverse head and shoulder. It's a pattern, right? Basically, I look at this as this is a minor structure demand zone here, and the price is respecting that area with exhaustion. What is price saying in all these places? So it moved all the way up, validating here. So let's say we are taking this trade in this area to get out right there. So that's 70 pips. These pips are not a lot because of the time frame. So you have divergence right here and exhaustion, divergence plus exhaustion, and you have an engulfing candlestick taking this straight down back to this level. That is about 120 pips. And then price pushed up giving exhaustion, which is around this area, retesting this entire move that it gave. So after this exhaustion, one could have taken the trade to this level here. That's 115 pips. That's 115 pips right there. And then at this level of resistance, consolidation is basically bouncing, price bouncing. This level of resistance, you have exhaustion, um, and then this candlestick pattern, you have this very minor structure, break of structure, retest of that area, retest of supply, and then a push down. This is actually structure playing out, 72 pips. Then you have price retest this level, create a W pattern, and you have this rally base rally. You have this demand zone right here with the exhaustion, and then we pushed all the way up. Price again is here again with divergence and exhaustion pushed down. This is like a minor, just like we had here. We have a minor break of structure here, retest of that supply zone, which is like what it did in this area, and then it pushed down again. So if you can see it, you can trade it. I want to do a back testing session where I'm going to go back in time, like 4 hours, I'll go back to 2023 and then just test out how trend lines work, test out candlestick variation, test out um pivotal moments. Okay. So we are going to do that. I hope I have that energy to do it soon. So anyway, price came all the way down. It created exhaustion and all that. You have that by pushing up. You have this exact thing that happened again right there. So we should be expecting price to sell at least to this level. So this will pull back now. If this creates a lower high, if it doesn't break this high, if it doesn't break this is on 15 minutes, on 3 minutes. If it doesn't break it, then we can actually take a sell. Obviously, this will play out because the market is almost closing, if this comes as a lower high, one can take that sell from here to here. That could be like a cool 80 pips or so on the chart. So GBP USD. So yesterday we talked about this actually pushing up. It was around 50 pips away when we talked about this getting to this monthly area. Getting to this monthly area. So I can see this pushing down. But because we're at the monthly zone, I'm not sure. I'll just wait. But this can easily push the back down to this area here, which is support, and before it keeps going up, because that area has been established as support. But we'll see. It's at a critical zone right now, so we'll just see. So if we can have a pullback as well that does not invalidate this whole move, we can take a sell on G here down to this level, which is around like not much, 30 pips or so. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with these babies. I just went over gold. Ooh. So GJ, I was expecting a buy if we broke this level and retested. So GJ is doing what we originally talked about like last week or so, where we said if price should come back in here, retest this trend line and it should keep going down. So I want to make sure it's going down, right? And it's not just consolidating, it's not just coming down to create a divergence, because if it closes above this area to retest, because it's still around this trend line, I don't really like it with exhaustion and all that. So it's like it's waiting for something. So we need GJ to give us a push away. Obviously, you can move to the lower time frame and then check and all of that. But yeah, this week has just been chill. Things have just been in consolidation. You are scrambling and you're getting just little pips right there. Thank God for gold. You're getting like 200 here, 150 here, 70 here, just you know. So that's it for like today. I always, think that I'll come here and then I'll do so much, but when it's time for me to do this analysis, I get so, I get so like tired because I've been working all day um on it, and I've been handling so much and been looking at so much and everything. So but that's it. Hopefully one day I'm in a very great back testing mode, getting into back testing zone, and then we'll get it. We may back test NASDAQ, but stay with me, stay with me, stay on here, stay on here. We are onto something right here. I don't intend on stopping, so help me God. I'm going to be posting, and my goal is that I'm able to help you see that there is there are lots of opportunities that you can take advantage of. All you need to do is to lock in and stay, because I realized that a lot of traders fall off because life is distracting, so much is happening, and then the chat just seems far away. But stay with it, and stay with me. Okay? Stay with it. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. May the peeps be with us. Bye.